In 1947, Franco ensured the royalist succession by nominating Don Juan Carlos Bourbon in 1969 as his heir. On this day in 1902, Lord Tennyson, grandson of the famous biographer and poet laureate, was appointed Governor-General of Australia. He replaced the first Governor-General, the Earl of Hopetoun, who resigned after a row over expenses. And now let's look at those celebrating birthdays today, and they include the Canadian-born shipowner Sir Samuel Cunard, who was born in 1787, American actress Jean Tierney, born in 1920, the South African novelist and anti-apartheid campaigner Nadine Gordimer was born in 1923, and Robert F. Kennedy, the American politician and Democratic Attorney General, born in 1925. It all happened on this day. 17 after 11 on our program this evening. Thanks for the memory with Alex Hehr. And that was on this day. So we put that over there. That's finished with. The next Camberwell Record, Comic and Collectibles Fair will be held on Sunday, November the 27th at the Camberwell Civic Centre. Now that's next week, isn't it? Next Sunday between 9:30 and 6 p.m. For information about stall hiring and collectibles in general, you can ring Andrew Griffiths on 879-0455. 879-0455. But don't forget that at the Camberwell Civic Centre next Sunday between 9:30 and 6 p.m. The next Camberwell Record, Comic and Collectibles Fair. 18 after 11.
Never let me be? Or will you never set me free? The ties that bound us are still around us. There's no escape that I can see. And still those little things remain that bring me happiness or pain. Gardenia perfume lingering on a pillow, while strawberries only 7 francs a kilo. And still my heart has wings. These foolish things remind me of you. A tinkling piano in the next apartment, those tumbling words that told you what my heart meant. A fairground painted swing. These foolish things remind me of you. You came, you saw, you conquered me. When you did that to me, I knew somehow that this had to be. Winds of March that make my heart a dancer, a telephone that rings, but who's to answer? Oh, how the ghost of you clings. These foolish things remind me of you. There's daffodils on long excited cables, and candlelights on little corner tables, and still my heart has wings. These foolish things remind me of you. The park at evening when the bell has sounded, the Ile-de-France with all the gulls around it, the beauty that is spring. These foolish things remind me of you. How strange, how sweet to find you still. These things are dear to me. They seem to bring you so near to me. The sigh of midnight trains in empty stations, silk stockings thrown aside, dance invitations. Oh, how the ghost of you clings. These foolish things remind me of you.
Until midnight, you're listening to Thanks for the Memory with Alex Hehr on the great southern sounds of Melbourne, Southern FM 88.3.
Savior, heaven is begun, earth's toiling ended, oh glorious dawning, beyond the sunset, when day is done, beyond the sunset, no clouds will gather, no storms will threaten, no fears annoy. O day of gladness, O day unended, beyond the sunset, eternal joy. Beyond the sunset, oh glad reunion with our dear loved ones who've gone before. In that fair homeland, we'll know no parting. Beyond the sunset, forevermore. Beyond the sunset, forevermore.
Music from Joe Stafford and Gordon McRae, and a lovely song, Beyond the Sunset. And prior to that, These Foolish Things, Leslie Hutchinson, the song written in 1936 by Holt Marble, Jack Strachey and Harry Link. These Foolish Things, lovely number on our program. Thanks for the memory. It's 27 minutes after 11 o'clock, and we'll have this message and back to more music.
Young people, older people, single people, working people.
When a family is hit by crisis or emergency, it's often hardest on the kids. Foster care can help, but it takes all types of foster parents to meet the needs of a growing number of Victorian families.
We need lots of people.
To find out about becoming a foster parent,
Please ring 1800 013 088. We need you.
Without love, nobody would sing. Without love, no wedding bells ring. And though people doubt it, they can't live without it. All over the world they found that love makes the world go round.
Jack Hilton and his orchestra, very distinctive sound did Jack have, and that was from 1938 and written by Noel Gay, the song called Love Makes the World Go Round. Thanks for the memory, Southern FM 88.3, it's 11:30. We present Al Bowley Remembered.
Remember me, just keep me in your memory.
And tonight, another two lovely songs from Al. Firstly, we go back to February 1932, to the 18th of February to be precise. And he's recording here with the Masqueraders, who were actually Carol Gibbons and the orchestra, and the vocal group backing him here is the Carlisle Cousins, recorded in London on the 18th of February 32. Let's listen to Al as he sings Kiss by Kiss.
Kiss by kiss, you're making me care. I know this, I better beware.
Kiss by kiss, we're falling in love with you.
Kiss by kiss, you're leading me on. In this bliss, I feel that I'm gone.
Kiss by kiss, we're learning what love can do. Lovable child, we're simply wild. Love is a stranger to us.
Too many trips to your sweet lips look just like danger, Sherry. With each kiss, I'm caring a lot. What is this great power you've got?
Kiss by kiss, we're falling in love with you.
Kiss by Kiss it was, with the Masqueraders, or AKA Carol Gibbons, from 1932, from February of that year, and a lovely song. Well, we go forward now to April 1934, the 27th of April 1934, and this time Al's recording with Ray Noble and the orchestra, and this is a very pretty thing too. It's entitled She Loves Me Not. Ray Noble, Al Bowley.
She loves me, I couldn't be more excited. I'm happy and yet delighted, what can I do? She loves me not, she loves me, she's puzzling as a sphinx is. I wonder what she thinks is what I think too. I can't be sure, I'm sure that I can be the same as I was before. Perhaps I shall, but maybe I shan't be the one to win, the one that I adore. I mope and hope she loves me, if only she would confirm it. I'm gonna become a hermit if she loves me now.
Join us again next time for another presentation of Al Bowley Remembered. 22 and a half minutes away from midnight, and we hope you enjoyed that lovely couple of songs there from Al in our program Al Bowley Remembered, and that'll be back again at the same time next week. Here's your invitation to be tuned to Southern FM on Sunday for this week's heat of Southern Talent Quest. This program, featuring up-and-coming talent, will be broadcast between 2 and 3 p.m. Your announcer will be Ray Lawrence, and your compere is Bob Horsfall. For an hour of great entertainment, don't miss Southern Talent Quest, Sunday 2 till 3 on 88.3 Southern FM. Yes, and be listening next Sunday between 2 and 3 for Heat 2 of Southern Talent Quest for another 8 very excellent people who are up and coming in their, their search for the, I guess, the job that's going to reap them a fortune in their singing or their playing. But that's next Sunday for Southern Talent Quest, and it's very good listening. 21 to 12.
You're tuned to the great southern sounds of Melbourne, 88.3 Southern FM.
My wonderful one, whenever I'm dreaming, love's light a gleaming I see. My wonderful one, how my arms ache to hold you, to cuddle and hold you to me. Just you, only you, in the shadowy twilight, in silvery moonlight, there's none like you. I adore you, my life I live for you, my wonderful, wonderful one. Calling, calling, dear. Loved one, can't you hear? Each loving part of my faithful heart, come to me, make all my sighs disappear. Sweetheart, you must know that I love you so. Awake or sleeping, my heart's in your keeping, and calling to you soft and low. My wonderful one, whenever I'm dreaming, love's light a gleaming I see. My wonderful one, how my arms ache to hold you, to cuddle and hold you to me. Just you, only you, in the shadowy twilight, and silvery moonlight, there's none like you. I adore you, my life I live for you, my wonderful, wonderful one.
That's a pretty song, isn't it? That was Australia's Jack Spearing with Norman Trays on organ, and a song that was written in 1922 by Dorothy Terrace, Paul Whiteman and Ferda Grove. Wonderful One from Jack Spearing on Thanks for the Memory with Alex Hehr. We've got 18 minutes to go. You're listening to Thanks for the Memory, part of your weekend on Southern FM 88.3. It's 14 and a half to 12 midnight, and we heard that time from the Squadronaires and the song which we always associate with Glenn Miller, A String of Pearls, written by Eddie DeLange and Jerry Gray, and published back in 1942.
It was down in Chinatown, all the cokies laid around. Some were high and some were mighty low. There were millions on the floor when a knock came on the door, and there stood old Smokey Joe. He was wet and cold and pale, he was looking for his frail. He was broken, all his junk ran out. Nobody made a sound as he stood and looked around, and then you'd hear old Smokey shout, "Tell me, where is Minnie? Tell me, where is Minnie? My poor Minnie, your poor Minnie. Has she been here kicking the gong around? If you don't know Minnie, don't know Minnie. She's tall and skinny, gets her pleasure kicking the gong around. Giddy one loaded, giddy one loaded, lady. Yeah. Giddy one loaded, lady. No. Get what do dot do it, one do lady. No. Just tell her Smokey Joe was here and had to go, and as he departed, the curtains parted, and there stood Minnie kicking the gong around. You just tell her Smokey Joe was here and had to go, and as he departed, the curtains parted, and there stood Minnie kicking the gong around.
Another track there from the late Cab Calloway, who died just this weekend, and in tribute we heard Kickin' the Gong Around.
Your voice in the community. The great southern sounds of Melbourne. 88.3 Southern FM.
7 to 12, and we'll be closing down at 12 midnight to reopen tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Have this fascination that draws me to your arms tonight, dear. Stars or no stars, I'd still have the same temptation to steal a kiss or two tonight, dear. I never am fooled by the moon or stars above. I am only ruled by this heart that says I love you. Moon or no moon, I'd still feel the same sensation as long as I knew that wonderful you were mine.
naughty lady of Shady Lane has hit the town like a bomb. The back fence gossip ain't been this good since Mabel ran off with Tom. Our town was peaceful and quiet before she came on the scene. The lady has started a riot, disturbing the suburban routine. The naughty lady of Shady Lane has the town in a whirl. The naughty lady of Shady Lane, me, oh my, oh what a girl. Bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum bum bum. You should see how she carries on with her admirers galore. She must be giving them quite a thrill, the way they flock to her door. She throws those come hither glances at every Tom, Dick, and Joe. When offered some liquid refreshment, the lady never says no. The naughty lady of Shady Lane has the town in a whirl. The naughty lady of Shady Lane, me, oh my, oh what a girl. Bum ba da bum bum bum, bum ba da bum bum bum, bum ba da bum bum bum. The things they're trying to pin on her won't hold much water, I'm sure. Beneath the powder and fancy lace, there beats a heart sweet and pure. She just needs someone to change her, then she'll be nice as can be. If you're in the neighborhood, stranger, you're welcome to drop in and see the naughty lady of Shady Lane, so delightful to hold. The naughty lady of Shady Lane, so delectable, quite respectable, and she's only 9 days old.
Moon or No Moon from Ambrose with Sam Brown we heard, recorded in April 1937, and we just heard the Ames Brothers with Hugo Winterhalter's orchestra from 1954, The Naughty Lady of Shady Lane, as our last two items in tonight's presentation of Thanks for the Memory. Yes, that takes me away. I'll be back again at the same time next Sunday night, 8 p.m. through midnight, with another presentation of Thanks for the Memory. And don't forget, Heat 2 next Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock of the Talent Quest. Until then, this is Alex Hehr saying goodbye to you all. Sleep tight and have a good week. Good night all.
Good night, sweetheart. Sleep will banish sorrow. Good night, sweetheart. When we meet tomorrow, we'll dance for you. And here I'll hold you. Good night, sweetheart.
You're in tune with Southern FM 88.3. The time is just after midnight and the station now closes down to resume transmission tomorrow.
Good night, good night. We're closing down until tomorrow. Till then, sleep tight and dream of the good days to follow.
Yes, we're closing down now, and we'll resume with Mark Hillier's early morning music tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Good night all.